strat. Play
5 seconds.
not so easy to deal with.
Remaining.
They point. I think another thing to note is that Faceless is actually one of the only teams so far that doesn't ban out Naga Siren against Mineski. I mean, to be fair, from most of the games that I've watched them play, they never actually get a chance to pick Naga because it's always banned. But also, to be fair, Faceless have a very good opener for potential Naga pick, I think. I just mean like in the overall sense of the hero's skill set or spirit, one of the very, very good heroes for shutting down a Naga or catching Naga to begin. I'd probably say Meepo. If you're talking about equal skill, I'd probably go with Meepo. Really taking their time. Oh, maybe this is why they don't ban out the Ice hero.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I don't think anyone on Mineski actually play Meepo.
Reserve time.
I mean, they probably do, but to be fair, maybe not at the same all the other top Meepo players. Are we gonna see another PA game? I'm starting to feel like this is gonna turn out to be another PA game. Seems like a lot of teams actually favor her right now.
Dire team ban.
Nope.
Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Best time to do it, you know, only halfway through the draft.
Dire team ban. Radiant team pick.
It's interesting to see a more. It's something that Blacks had a lot of success with.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
For Mineski, or are you talking about for Faceless? I actually think it definitely would work here.
10 seconds remaining.
But you know how Alchemist is.
5 seconds.
Sometimes
remaining.
it works, sometimes it's own.
Reserve time.
And against an Ember Spirit, he actually has
remaining.
quite a lot of difficulties. Assuming Ember Spirit has a decent start.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I don't think so. I think Lone Druid actually just farms average speed. I don't think it's as crazy as something like Alchemist or Naga or Anti-Mage kind of level of farming. I would say he's about one tier below that. So if he's your core carry hero, it kind of leaves a decent amount of space for another core to farm up.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Yeah, I think actually, yeah, I think it actually might not be that bad if they really wanted it. Because I was thinking like maybe there's not the greatest setups used with the Chronosphere, but if you play it as a carry void, you can actually just people by yourself, and with an Ember Spirit and a Darkseer, you can easily just fight the rest of the team that isn't caught in the Chrono.
Dire team ban.
Interesting to see an OD ban. I would imagine that if I was Mineski, I would rather have another disable here, like a support, and maybe just run Silencer.
Dire team pick.
Legion Commander.
Radiant team pick.
So it's gonna be support, Silencer, and Ogre. Gonna do either mid or Legion Commander mid. Sorry, I think LC is actually.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Clinks.
Go back to the black Clinks. We've seen this time and time again. This Clinks is able to just put a lot of pressure on the enemy team and obtain like very, very good amount of farm while giving the supports lane to farm as well.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I honestly feel like we've seen this almost exact lineup from Faceless with Lee.
Yeah.
Well, I accidentally canceled his TP.
Oh, that's
that
unfortunate.
sucks.
Yeah. I think it was this exact lineup, but instead of a Darkseer, they had Enigma as their offlane.
Ah, okay.
I don't think I've seen Ice actually play Darkseer all too often in this patch.
The last time they ran this, I remember them just pretty much like never getting caught out, and then everyone's just farming really heavily, and they would commit big cooldowns like the Black Hole just to pick off key heroes, and then top lane, Jewel is in a bit of trouble.
Iron Shell being dropped
fine.
on here. Don't think they're gonna chase this, and now a bear coming in. Jay wants to right click a little bit. Jay.
Wait, he has a roll again though.
Yeah, he does. But oh, the block. Oh, the bear does not block it. Well, lots more damage being dealt this way around. Ice is gonna take a bit more on the way out. Great reaction here from Mineski to drive them away from the rune spot. And it's gonna be a Miracle mid LC. I think this is the first time I've seen him play this hero.
I don't know why, but I feel like I've seen him play this before.
The battle
Do you remember
begins.
anything about his build or item choices?
Nothing really comes to mind. If I had to make a guess, though, I have to assume that it's somewhat standard. Going into phase boots and then doing like armlet,
Okay.
and then you go into blink dagger, blade mail, build.
Now the Mineski cores, when they're going mid, they've been skipping bottles, at least on Shadow Fiend. You think LC is a hero that could skip a bottle in the mid lane?
Oh, Jazz didn't go for that courier. I think LC actually could if she really wanted to, but I think this is the kind of lane where you want to kind of spam overwhelming odds.
Top lane, Ice walking in deep with the Iron Shell, but pretty much gets driven away here by the two supports.
Mineski are actually doing a pretty good job fending off this Darkseer dual lane. Normally,
Yeah.
whenever you see this dual lane, both of the supports have a lot of issue dealing with it.
Well, I think the dual lane is very good against weak support overall, which Silencer and Ogre definitely is not. And of course, Jay does have the bear to tank for him, although currently it's being micro behind the tower for now. So the Iron Shell harass is not going to be too much, at least not right now. Once Ice gets to level 3, it gets a little bit better. But man, that bear is about to go down. He needs to send it to base already.
Definitely do not want to give up 300 gold just like that. Oh, he's gonna resummon. Yeah, better not die though.
I mean, even if he dies here, he has 2 supports around him, so it isn't too bad. But these Iron Shells are just...
Iron Shell is going to kill you in lane if you don't.
I guess so.
Look at how much damage it's taking.
The bear's down to half HP already. Mid lane Miracle
Mid lane?
gets forced back a little bit. It's gonna have to salve up.
Are trying to steal bounty rune. Oh, is Nuts gonna stop him? No. So Ice is just gonna go into the jungle. Fly is gonna leech whatever he can up here. Gonna be too much action. Bottom lane farming. You have any idea what this bug might be?
Nope.
Stuck in rolling boulder. That's actually a pretty annoying bug to deal with.
First blood happening on the bottom side. Honestly, did not expect this one to be the lane to be here, to be killed. If ours, be careful, he should never die here. But I guess he just got lifted, tossed back, and right click.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect that. Killed him underneath the tower, so they got him the right clicks needed. He does have boots now, so much less likely that he'll off, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice to see that he's not opting for jungle. I feel like the jungle Magnus strat is just incredibly strong for the offlaner.
Well, the problem is he's got Skewer and Shockwave. I think you definitely need power to jungle. Back in the mid lane, Miracle and Jabs trading a ton of hits here, dropping super low. It seems like both melees are having a lot of trouble with each other. Overwhelming odds, and Ember Shield is doing a lot of work.
See, Flame Guard level 2 absorbs 200 magic damage, and overwhelming odds level 3. It's like barely. He has the nuke right now.
He's not nuking.
I think there was enough creeps to spell it.
Yeah, I thought so as well. But it's not like he died for anything, so he's fine. He's farming extremely well, and so is Jabs.
I guess he held on to it because he actually wants to do damage to him rather than
Break
remove
his
the shield.
flame. Yeah. Although I want to say once you break his shield, you can't really farm as efficiently anymore.
Plane gonna be able to catch off Ice. XY doing? Level 3. I feel like he should actually just come into this bottom lane. I think if he's down here, R actually has no choice but to go.
Which I think for Magnus is not too bad. I think the fact that they got a first blood onto R is already enough. They're shutting him down pretty hard already, even without the Earth Spirit. I think it's okay to do a 2-1-2. Make sure that your Rubik gets some decent levels.
Wait, and look at this. When is the last time you've seen Ancient stacking?
Yeah, man.
Faceless have a 3-stack this Ancient count.
Who are they exactly stacking for? Because none of these guys are super good at taking it.
I sort of recall someone making a Darkseer guide being able to do Ancients, I think.
I've seen a jungle guide, but not a ancient guide in the new patch.
Oh no.
RR gonna get rolled on here. Kick is available. It's gonna come through, and the Orb of Venom, it's gonna allow a couple more right clicks here. RR dropping very low. He needs one more, and he's gonna get it. XY gonna get the kill, and that TP is coming way too late. Ninja Boogie slow on the reaction here, and XY, well, is gonna be able to run away.
Oh, he's gonna get a bounty rune as well. Scrolls out. Nicely done by XY. That's actually really big for a support game, getting a solo kill.
And a bounty, and then draws the TP. No problem, man.
Miracle's already level 7. The kind of lineup that they have, is not really any good setup for his duel, I feel. Maybe he needs to buy... No, I don't think he can buy Blink first, though. Oh, and RR goes down again.
Yeah, I don't know about this bottom lane anymore, because not only is this going to accelerate the tier 1 tower going down, which allows the Klings to leave the lane, this also slows down a very slow farming hero like Magnus. I mean, I assume he's slow farming because he's not in the mid lane. Like, what does he do to recover right now? Go on the jungle?
Thing is, I don't think he is a slow farming. It's just you have to build toward... Right, and you basically go for that empower build, but I mean, if you look at his skill build right now, it's 2 shockwave and 1 empower. No iron talent. I don't think you're gonna be able to jungle very quickly like that.
I mean, shockwave is okay for pushing out the waves, but in terms of just getting rich and getting gold, powers, where's that?
He's starting to level empower now instead.
I mean, it's getting wrecked right now by the searing arrows.
Oh, look at this. Nice. Elm of the Dominator, Darkseer as well. Actually, to be fair though, I have seen this one. I think NP did it. MSS is the one who did it.
Okay.
He basically gets tar creep, right? And then he surges himself in, vacuums everyone on top of his tar creep. Alright, wait. He's gonna do the Ancients now, Bob. See how this works.
You know, the higher HP regen creep is gonna be somewhat annoying here. It looks like
I think those dies first because
yeah, they have low HP.
Don't have any magic reach.
The problem is like it's like look at this. The HP is pretty full. I guess it's not that bad.
This is definitely not bad. Look, they're dying faster than you think.
Yeah. Look. Okay. Doing work.
Oh, bottom lane. That's deep in enemy territory. Is he gonna get dueled? Yes.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's actually clearing a 3-stack Ancients. Looks like he's gonna have to body tank the last couple of waves. Jabs maybe here to help out here.
He's gonna go invis and he has an Ion Shell. This is a very nice rotation, but Mski sentry'd up. They know he's here. Are they going to prepare for him? Is the real question.
The creep was chasing, but he doesn't care. He's gonna go forward, but Night Spirit's gonna push him away. The kick, one more jump forward. He's rooted and still rooted. Now silenced up, so he actually can't chase anymore. He's out of mana.
Be
now
careful.
Jabs.
If he gets rooted one more time, he's actually going to die.
Nice kick here by XY, covering the retreat here of Jabs. Oh my god, those sentries. Just outside of the range.
They're all over the place.
Just outside the range of the one that Faceless put down.
Alright, Black rotating to mid lane.
Jules
gonna go down. Oh my god, look at that damage.
Yo. That was just power treads, not even max searing arrows. Does Zephyr just run out? Or is that
I think
speeding without
just ran out.
Okay.
Top lane. XY gets dueled again. 20 damage.
Okay.
This is probably the most success I've ever seen a LC have so far.
Yep. In the program at least.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it doesn't really matter at this stage of game. It matters the next 5 ganks or so. What are you going to be able to find them? But right now, he is accelerating towards the blink, which is pretty key.
I think overall, it is actually very important. Though. All the damage really adds up quickly, and then once you have a decent amount, you can easily just find kills on your own and just snowball other stages of the game.
At the very least, it's going to help him farm faster as well.
Mid lane, Jules gets caught out again.
Black gonna be here, and he's already on the dominating streak. Tower has already went down. Miracle rotating back in. Looks like he's got the armlet queued up, so really no worry about ganking right now. Just want to make sure that he's super tanky when he's actually participating in the fights.
Oh, RR. Gonna get caught out. Fly sees him, I think. Okay, he's out. Not gonna risk it. Black wants to steal this creep.
He's gonna get it.
Dire's top tower
Nuts gets his CS in the lane.
Dire's structures are fortified.
This is very reminiscent time they ran this Clink strategy. Black just always seems to farm and kill around this time.
Look at the net worth lead right now. It's about 6,000 net worth lead in 12 minutes. Miracle's about to die to the Ancients, but he does have a shrine next to him. I mean, we see Faceless being very efficient, but kind of surprises me how efficient they have been.
And this is roll.
Global's gonna come out, but that was after the kick, and now they're gonna turn around for XY. But the Global now ends on the back line. Duel goes off here against Black. Black find triple remnant back in. Miracle taking a ton of damage. She's the first one to go down. Jules, second one to go here. And Black ends up right in front of the tier 2, so he's gonna start strafing that one down.
They're stealing the stack as well.
Oh my god, this is not great. Well, as we've seen in the last couple of days, when you pick a silencer and you don't use that global offensively, rarely good things come out of it.
Yeah, I agree. Whenever you have a silencer draft, if you're just straight up losing off of your global usage, is very bad sign. And interesting build from Ice. He doesn't even have the wall. Doesn't even need it. Wall is the Ursa clap.
I mean, he's playing the micro siege unit, or not siege unit, just neutral free build, right?
Oh, alright. Bottom shrine.
XY. Duel's gonna fly up here, and XY might be giving up damage once again. He does. Okay, the chain's gonna slow down Miracle, but he will press the attack and get it off. Japs is like
running in.
Yeah, 1v4. He's just got no fear. I mean, they technically could have RP'd him, I guess.
I actually don't even know if they have enough to kill him at that point. They used everything on XY anyways. Anyone else actually has too much damage.
Miracle? Oh my god, the right clicks are... Alright, he's down to about a little bit of health. Nuts. Gonna try to run away, but I don't think Mineski's able to chase.
And look at Clinks. Happening. Ice. This is just like his Enigma game.
Yep. Or Magnus. Literally, that's how he plays every single offlane, right?
Tar creep. Oh my! Look how much damage it does. Just ion shell and running it.
Now he's gonna farm with it. No problem.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Man, the amount of pressure that Faceless is exerting over the map is kind of crazy.
Oh, bottom roll in, stun, double stun, very nicely done by XY.
Yep. Jules gonna go down. And Black is nearing that Desolator. I don't know, man. I see Mineski just getting rolled over in the next 10-15 minutes.
It's not even just a Desolator. Got a Dragon Lance as well. Black is incredibly farmed.
Yeah, Dragon Lance, Power Trap, Magic Wand, Soul Ring. Like, he's not skipping any of the small items.
And the entirety of Faceless, 3 cores, just towering over Mineski right now.
Oh, Dire smoke right under a Mineski, or sorry, under a Faceless ward. So this rotation is gonna get spotted. Faceless gonna pour it out at the top lane and gonna hide in the mid lane. So this map movement is also not going to work unless they're going to go straight into Roshan, but I don't think they have that damage without the Lone Druid.
I think even with the Lone Druid, it would take them far too long to find a pick off.
This will do nicely.
Faceless just completely avoiding it.
Wait, Ice.
I don't even think it's safe to jump Ice. I think Ice is actually tanky enough that if you jump him, his entire team is going to be there to turn the gank around.
True. Well, the next best thing is a push.
Yeah, trades at least. I actually think that it was Faceless that ran this this lineup against Mineski. Or sorry, like this is very reminiscent of that exact rematch.
Yep.
And
if it's not
playing out the same.
Yeah, it's not. If it's not the exact heroes, it's the same playstyle. Just split the map, have black pressure everywhere, and then split push everywhere. Pressure all the tier 2 towers.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Mineski, sooner or later, is going to get very antsy, and they're going to go walk into the Roshan pit. There are no wards of the Radiant team to see this, so maybe Mineski can get away with this, and they are doing it pretty fast. The rotations are not coming quickly enough here by Faceless. And Roshan will go to Miracle. Wait.
He's waiting it up.
They're coming in. Ice. So maybe actually surge in a dominant unit. They're gonna try to send it into the Roshan pit, but a little bit too late. Miracle
I think they fight here anyways.
Jab's gonna come back in. Miracle gets rooted up here. He does not have to press the attack.
Oh, they find out Black.
Global has been used. Ninja Boogie's gonna go down here. They're gonna focus here on Black.
Black is so strong, bro. Where's the back to you?
Oh, the combo! On top, the magnetize as well. Black survives the duel. They lose all 5 ages. And Hugh Miracle will spawn into another Death of Fist. Now gonna focus on Black, but Black too tanky for him. That is a 6-0 fight.
That was an amazing Earth Spirit vacuum combo. Particularly executed. Even with the global, there's just no damage. They couldn't pick out a good target to down. Target that they picked out was Black, but with Death Pack, Black has like 1800 life.
Tower is under attack.
I think we've seen every combination of Silencer plus Lone Druid loose. I haven't seen these two heroes paired together and actually win. Because I just don't think they synergize very well together. Like the global is great, but you want burst damage and quick kills to follow up with that. And I don't think Lone Druid, at least currently in this stage of game, is outputting that kind of damage.
I think like they definitely have the damage. Just their laning phase was so went so poorly that they don't have the damage because of the net worth difference. Because I think like with a Legion Commander, right, an RP, Empower, and just a Maelstrom on the Lone Druid, you would think that there should be a decent amount of damage, but RP wasn't even used. Miracle ended up dueling the Clinks, and we all saw how that went.
Dire's top tower
Right, like 1000 life, and then vacuum Dart Earth Spirit combo.
Well, I think that's the other problem with Silencer, right? Remember yesterday, as we do see a Rowan against Aura on the bottom lane, Black is coming in, the kick is going to hit, and Black gets swing him up with a couple of hits. And now it's going to turn to Miracle as well. Man, all those deaths will hit. Is he actually going to make it out of TP? Vacuum's going to cancel out TP. Miracle's also dead. I remember yesterday, there was a Silencer game where it was paired with the Slaughter. And the Slaughter could not get a blink until like very, very late. And that's also Silencer's problem. Like, if you don't have an offensive initiator, using globals defensively is just like it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Because RR is having such a hard time this game, that blink is never really gonna come.
I honestly believe that the important thing to take from this game was recognizing just how strong you are in the off. Faceless just had too much for this Magnus to handle. I think he should have recognized it after maybe like the first death. And transitioned into more of a jungling offlaner.
Yeah. Because regardless whether you're in the lane or not, Eklinks is farming. Your biggest pulling. So maybe farming the jungle would have been the best trade-off.
And I think I mentioned it during the draft, and I still feel like it holds true, is that Mineski don't exactly have the greatest of disable. Way too reliant on an RP. It's just an RP and a duel at this.
Deceptive rune of invisibility.
Alright, Faceless. Really spot someone out.
Oh, Jay gonna get caught here by the steering chains, and oh, Spear's not gonna help him run away. Everybody on the chase, and that's a godlike streak on Black.
Tower is under
I
attack.
think we're about to see the high ground temp here, and I actually don't think Mineski could hold this.
Nice Ice just standing underneath the tower, not worrying too much.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Just
attack.
like that. 4 hits from Black. That's
Fortified.
pretty much your tower going down. 75% of its life is down already.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's structures.
You know, looking at this talent tree for Klinks, he gets 50, essentially plus 33 damage once he gets 15. That's quite a bit. Duels. They're gonna go a global duel being used here, but that's 1 kill. Okay, that's pretty good. Back wall though, this combo much
this
better
combo.
from Faceless. Woo.
I actually
That's
think
it.
that Black would have lived there too if Ice had his greaves up at the time. That was just 5 seconds off from cooldown.
Okay, they do spend a buyback, and with that, the racks will be held. I'm pretty sure that Faceless very happy with the exchange. They'll back up, farm a little bit more, and come back another day.
The Surge Spirit has 9 urn charges. The most value you can get out of an urn.
It's killing people too quickly. Don't have time to actually drop them. You know, I've never seen a hero not take the talent, even at level 13. Like, normally people skip like 1 point or 2, but XY is just playing old school Earth Spirit without all these fancy talent trees.
I actually think it's... actually, to be fair, I'd probably... one of them at this point.
I think the armor and the end is very helpful, so...
I think Rolling Boulder, the cooldown reduction is so nice to have, though. Either way, I think they're fine.
Wait, what are you talking about? Cooldown reduction?
The Rolling Boulder, just by having extra levels, 4 seconds
Oh, I see.
cooldown reduction.
I thought you were saying a talent reduces those.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Does Magnus have the blink yet? Yes, he does. And he's so low to mana.
All the bears like dead already. Poor bears.
Gone. They live back. Okay, RP only hits 1, but they pull him back. Black is gonna ton him down. But the back wall combo
This combo again.
3-man silence, 3-man magnetize. Just call it. And that's a GG. Bad Darkseer, I guess.
Ban Darkseer.
Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant
Damn, that execution.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I know
Even though the game was a stomp, it's always nice to see.
Yesterday you said that Silencer was like a secretly OP hero. I think seeing him lose 2 days in a row now, I don't know. Maybe Darkseer is really the OP hero, period. Yep.
Dire team ban.
Is this gonna be another Darkseer game? Darkseer has not been touched yet.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick.
I definitely agree with on that. I think even without the vacuum combos, probably would have just won, but maybe like 5 or 10 more minutes if they didn't hit those huge team white combos. Oh.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Well, I mean, last game he did the exact same thing, right? He went Iron Talon, got Helm of the Dominator, and then went back for the Guardian Greaves. And I think the way he uses Helm of the Dominator definitely justifies him picking that item up first before the Guardian Greaves. He like actually accomplishes so much with it. I wouldn't go so far as to call it a mini-itis. I don't think it actually propels your farm by an extravagant amount.
Sand King.
Actually, maybe you are right, yeah, because I mean, you can also do things like take control of a creep, give it Iron Shell, send it to the jungle, and you can just make it clear camps. And he's definitely been doing
10
that too.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I think it was XY who did it for him last game. And if the lane is gonna go somewhat similar to last game's, I wouldn't be surprised if they just stack for it. Because I think last game they basically they tried to run the Earth Spirit and Darkseer dual lane, and it was able to put a little bit of pressure, but realistically speaking, if they kept doing it, they wouldn't really amount to anything, really. It would just be more efficient to just go to the jungle and farm, and that's exactly what Ice did. And tried to stand in lane and waits until it's time to stack, and then... But if they dominate the lane...
Crystal Maiden.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Never actually heard of that title,
5
but
seconds
I
remaining.
actually like it, so we'll go with that. The lawnmower strat.
Reserve time.
Alright, Crystal Maiden definitely helps with this laning phase. Everyone the mana they need to pretty much crush their lane. With the aura, you can just spam out the lane non-stop with Iron Shell. Solving. And it's also a nice addition to the vacuum combo.
Tinker!
Dire team ban.
Are we gonna see a long game, or are we gonna see a short game? I actually remember we saw a game that ended like in 13 minutes or so.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
We might see some of that fancy Earth Spirit plays. You roll in and kick him back. What should Mineski go for here? I think they actually need.
Team ban.
Yeah, I think between the Sand King and Rubik, I think they actually have a decent amount to handle there. But they actually ban on Spring. Do you think we'll end up seeing Clinks again?
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ah.
Reserve time.
Yeah, I think it's actually decent. It's not a bad pick here. Mineski. Maybe they'll do something a little more out of the box and the third spirit, the storm spirit, just to shut down a tinker later on. I mean, realistically speaking, I think Storm is actually decent for all of these heroes. It's a good way to start off a team fight for your team if you manage to pick off a Rubik or a Sand King, or even just jump the Weaver or the Tinker. Like anyone you jump, see, makes it easier for your team, especially since you have the Earth Spirit Dark Spirit combo.
Dire team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I don't even know if Mineski have the upper hand in the ultra late game. I feel like, oh boy. Well, I mean, if you were discussing ultra late game, I'm pretty certain that Faceless have this in the ultra late game. Great for laning against the Tidehunter as well. See if they have the answers for this anti-mage. I feel like you said, these supports are kind of greedy. I honestly believe that if they don't go tri-lane this lineup,
10 seconds remaining.
Black is just gonna free farm, and we're just gonna see him take control of the game by like 25 minutes.
Match. I hope it won't be a quick 2-0. You know, Mineski, I'm looking forward to them to fight back here.
And the triple TP comes out. XY not canceling his this time.
Ooh, a very deep war being dropped here by Ninja Gabuki. You rarely see this one that early, because I guess that will scout out the Darkseid rotation into the jungle, but not sure how important that is.
Maybe they plan on having Sand King disrupt his jungle in case he does.
Okay. Well, it looks like there is no offensive coming through because are firmly sitting on the top lane.
30 seconds to battle.
I don't know about this.
Not sold, man. Not sold.
My prediction of Black just completely owning this game is definitely favoring this lane map setup.
Yeah, I have to agree as well, because... Oh, let's see how the mid lane goes, because I think that's another lane that Jay could actually punish Dabs pretty hard, but It's very frequent that Japs has a disadvantaged matchup, but his support does so much in terms of coming back in and helping him out. So, in fact, I've seen like multiple trialing mids in the past where both supports even rotate just to harass and deny.
All right, Mineski, early smoke. Let's see where it goes.
Sand King does have the boots here. If they could do a wraparound against Japs, Japs Flame Guard already turned on. The first laser comes around, and Japs does have a tango running. Ooh, he expects it.
Going in.
He's gonna get lifted. He's gonna get tossed right in place. Not the toss back. The right clicks are coming through. They need a second laser. It will come off cooldown right now. The laser's gonna come through the fairy fire. They need more right clicks, but it's not gonna be enough. That Pro Man shield from Jules. In fact, Jules almost even dies. I think if Jules lifted him towards the river,
I think so too. I think it was just a slight miscommunication though. 'Cause I guess they didn't communicate where they were gonna throw the Rubik. Yeah. Not the Rubik, the Ember Sphere.
Maybe he was afraid that the Sand King will miss a Burrow Strike by accident or something.
Yeah.
And I mean, it wasn't like the most costly gank ever because they just started in the mid lane as the game began. But still, they definitely would have loved that first blood on Japs.
I think it's actually pretty costly because it allowed XY to get a free creep wave, and he's gonna be close to level 3 because of this.
Okay.
He's still sitting at mid, but there's a ward spotting him out.
Tinker is also having a little bit of trouble keeping up his regen. His HP is quite low, eating a lot of that Flame Guard. But Japs out of regen already, might actually need to get himself a salve. Has a TP purchase. It's actually fairly interesting.
No, I think he TP'd it because he assumed that he was
gonna die.
And die, yeah.
Okay.
This'll come
I think
in.
it's best to spend that gold. And even though he doesn't have the regen, he does have CM providing him the R for a bit more mana, and he still has trying to fly on.
Radiant's bottom tower is
What
under
a kick
attack.
by XY. He gets Search away here. The Burrow Strike is available. Do they want Ice Ice Ice? No, they want to turn back here for XY. But now Ice 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 walking in, applying the Iron Shell. They're going to try to kill the XY. Still dropping very low. They need a couple more right clicks. Miracle will draw the first blood. Sakuchi on
I think
cooldown.
Miracle is dead here.
Sick. He's got 7 sick, but still he needs to juke, but he can't juke. Ice 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 going to get a return kill on Weaver. Alright, called that worth it here for Faceless. 2v3. Great to the top 4 for a carry.
I would say it's pretty even.
I guess they did get first blood.
They got first blood, yeah. And Miracle's only level 3, so it's not exactly the worst could happen for them. RR doing pretty bad up here actually. Keeping his mana very low so that Black can't actually mana burn him for much. So not really in any danger of killed up here.
At the same time, because he has no mana, he also can't really zone the aim out. So I think Black is okay with this exchange.
Oh, and Ice 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 stealing the stack would be huge for him here.
Oh, there go
Pretty much finished all of it. By even stealing the last one with a boulder kick.
Back in the mid lane, watching that matchup. Tinker ahead a little bit on CS and denies, but nothing really too drastic. And
Yeah, we were talking about how the matchup is like pretty favorable for Tinker, but Jab's is actually doing really well from himself. Oh, and if he gets
Jab's
this,
gonna get the
huge. Oh, he missed it.
Oh, yeah, he missed the
steering
chain,
chains.
and that'll allow Tinker. Yeah. The last time we saw Tinker actually win this matchup is when he actually went like 3-0-3.
Oh, that is true. He went for a more farming build.
Which I guess it fits their overall game plan, right? Like this seems to be we're gonna slow the game down kind of farm. And the laser rocket build is actually very, very risky in the sense that
Top lane, they're trying to make a go on RR. Black is not 6 yet. Oh, they have that ion shell. That's
dude, he popped that mango, which I think actually says Black says, okay, yeah, sure. Actually hit for some damage now.
Dire's
Very nice rotation from XY. Coming in with that Ion Shell made it very easy for that kill to happen. I think if he didn't have that Ion Shell, he probably would have lived because beat up top.
Yeah. Well, right from the get-go, Faceless having a pretty good advantage in the game already. If you look at the farming chart, they're up like 1,000 gold. This is just mostly just off kills and last hits.
1,000 is still easily salvageable. I wouldn't say it's too extreme of a lead. I think we've seen far more ridiculous leads before, at like the 10-minute mark.
True. But assuming the pacing of this game remains the same, right? Like, Faceless
keep an eye on mid lane.
More and more. Mid lane, we're gonna see a roll, silence, kick, XY, just perfect on the hero. That's gonna be another kill.
Don't overcredit him too much. He did waste one stone, as you can see here.
Oh, I see. All right, XY needs to go back to the lab.
Still, very good game. On a very, very high priority target. I'm kind of surprised that Mineski aren't doing a little more to really, really protect this Tinker, because I don't think the Weaver needs too much support.
I think that goes back to the greedy nature of the two supports. It's not about the Weaver needing stuff, it's just about the supports. They need to be pulling, they need to be getting experience. And sitting a Rubik mid or sitting a Sand King mid might protect the Tinker, but then they also lose out in the long run.
I think whatever the case is though, Mineski's supports are still kind of suffering even though they are bottom lane.
Yeah.
I think it really, really hurt them not being able to have a successful level 1 gank.
Maybe Jules needs to do that patented tier 2 pull.
Nice, down here again. Close. I saw him queue up the the Dominator.
Oh,
this is all he has for now.
Yeah, you know he's working towards it. Headdress already up. Although the headdress could be a mech.
No, let's be real. It's a Dominator for sure.
Oh, ward denied? No. Well, Jade's pretty close to his BOTs. If he just like doesn't miss a single last hit, he'll get it by like the 9-10 minute mark, which then the game begins anew, right? At least for the Tinker. So
Black has finished his Dominator.
even AM.
I really like seeing the double Dominator from Faceless, because I'm almost certain that he dominates creep based on what Ice like, and then he just shares control. That's honestly my guess.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Because every time I see them use both of the creeps, it's like so in sync. I'm kind of led to believe that it's just one person controlling it.
I mean, who knows? Maybe Black and Ice did the Dragon Ball Z fusion dance at home, and now they are of one. Kind of strange to see Anti-Mage get the Helmet Dominator, because traditionally it's all about the battle period timing, right? That will propel you ahead. Back in the bottom lane here, Miracle getting driven in here. TP gets cancelled, and XY should go down here.
Should have been fine if they just ran for it.
Yeah,
but I think he just top lane.
Wait, Tie Hunter about to eat the triple remnant. All TPs are coming back in. Miracle's thrown in. Crystal Maiden letting the ultimate
Miracle
go.
has to be very careful.
Yeah, Miracle's on top of the creep wave. He needs to Sakuchi again. Now on the right side, Jules is gonna get gone on. He's gonna try the shrine. Doesn't even make it to the shrine. He just dies. And Miracle is now isolated. Maybe he could go on for the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden.
Mskill's okay. Super dead.
Well, alright, Crystal Maiden is dead. No mana void.
Fine.
Yeah.
Thought it would have been close considering he had 3 levels of mana burn. One more hit and he actually wouldn't have had the mana to Shikuchi away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Trying to find Ninja Boogie bottom. Oh, they got him.
The kick's there, the silence is there, and it's the kill.
Eyesight sights, only 100 gold off of that Dominator. Alright, he's got it.
I mean, you could see that, like, between the mid and the core, the farm rate is fairly similar. But then once you look at position 3, 4, 5, Mineski just, like, falls so far behind. The TIE Hunter is 1,000 gold behind. And I think that's the most of the big deficit. And the Crystal Maiden, obviously being able to jungle, she's quite ahead as well.
That gap is beginning to widen at 1,000 a minute, roughly. Right now, it's about 2,500 at 10 minutes. 1,000 XP as well. Once again, Faceless just being more efficient overall. Third lane.
I think it helps to have a Darkseer, right? Because he could just duck in the jungle very easily to farm. TIE Hunter technically could do the same, but just not at the same speed.
Definitely. And you mentioned the ancient stacking, right? They just don't ancient stack this time because they're actually able to get a lot out of the lane. They're just not bullied out instantly. They're gonna find Ninja Boogie. They break the smoke.
Sand King gonna get silenced.
He got silenced.
Magnetize is on top here. The Shrine not gonna be available. Ravage is gonna come through. Does clip 2 people on the tail end here. Can they get jabs? They lift it. They toss him back. He does have 2 Fire Remnant. Is he gonna pop one out? He does. He's gonna jump away. Miracle's on the chase, but Nuts is ready to bail out his teammates. So 1-for-1 trade though. Ravage was committed.
That was very worth it for Faceless because all they lost was XY. They forced out the TPs and Black is... Well, actually,
Still free
Ninja
farming?
Boogie is here to stop him. But yeah, Ravage is
I mean,
down.
is he actually stopping him?
Yeah, it's more than enough to deter him from taking the tower.
Black gonna go back to jungle and keep hitting creeps.
Anti-Mage is the only hero left in the game that buys Battle Fury.
Oh, dude, no, the new Bounty Hunter Battle Fury build. Come on.
Oh, okay. I have still yet to see.
I think Juggernaut could sometimes go for it.
Black has taken control of the Centaur. Like, just watch where it goes. I guarantee you, it's shared with Ice Ice Ice.
Well, meanwhile, Ice 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 has a dominated Tro, farms a camp or 2. And you're right, that Centaur knows who the daddy is. Go straight
Ice
to the
Ice,
Centaur.
the true zookeeper.
Wait. No, he's just hanging out now.
Dire's
He's
top
microing
tower
it.
is under attack.
I wish there was a way to tell. Did they see Jewel? Right, no, I don't think he's microing it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, jabs. Sees Jules and... Oh, he's dead. Dude, those are full HP!
Babs actually played this out super well too, though. He knew he would be able to kill him with just 2 remnants and save himself 1 to ensure that
Ninja
he wouldn't
Boogie's
die.
gonna come in. No epicenter, but that Centaur stop being micro by somebody. That's gonna allow the retreat here of Faceless. Meanwhile, Black is still free farming.
Yeah, as expected.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think this is what separates
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ember players, knowing exactly how many remnants you need to kill someone, but you can still make a safe getaway.
Also, your mana control, right? Like, treat him almost like a storm. You need enough mana to do a combo and maybe enough mana to escape as well.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He has finished all of his early game essential items. Still 1,000 off from the Blink Dagger, but honestly, you see too much happening, even if he gets a Blink Dagger. You think they're just gonna drag this game out as long as possible?
Radiant's top
For
tower
who?
is under attack.
Mineski.
I mean, who's getting the blink? Ninja Boogie?
No, Jay.
I mean, that will help in terms of dragging out the game, but dragging out the game only makes sense if the net worth graph is even, right? Which is anything but. I don't think the Tinker Blink changes anything. I think the Sand King Blink has a chance of doing something. Because the Sand King Blink means, you know, they could get kills, maybe get objectives. Whereas the Tinker Blink, I think, just keep on delaying and delaying.
Oh, while that is the case, he is not even close to it.
Yeah.
And like you said, you know, delaying the game only means something if they are relatively close, but the gap just continuously widens, right? 4,000 now.
I mean, again, it comes down to if they're gonna get any kills, as you know, both teams are farming. The problem is, I feel like there is gonna be a stage where Anti-Mage will be able to split push with Battle Fury.
Look at this. Did you see this?
No? Where should I be looking?
This is the Darkseer combo. The Satyr Banisher
This is not
cannot
right.
run away.
This is not right. Sand King is running away from a creep.
He already made Rubik TP up. That's 2 TPs forced just by having this Satyr Banisher combo. Because if you catch someone, they actually just cannot move anywhere.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What a combo.
XY gonna run into the team here and actually toss him away. Rabbit's gonna get committed here. They will get both supports for sure. Alright, that's a good start here. Can Mineski get an objective out of this? All tier 1 towers are even alive here for Faceless, so maybe it's time to chip them down a little bit.
They're going to pressure on this. Everyone just goes back to farming. Anything, it's just going to be Miracle doing his best to put as much damage as he can on this top tower.
Mid lane, Blink brute your jab, triple remnant in, and bang, he's dead.
Learn from your mistakes.
You Blink, you missed it. 100 to 0. This hero's fair.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Played it earlier, and now I know why this hero's OP.
You haven't played it for months, and yet even you beyond godlike.
Triple remnant into someone, die instantly, seems good.
Yep.
It was an alchemist too.
Half the time you forgot to veil, you know, doesn't matter.
The flames
RR. Gonna get Centaur
Centaur
stop.
creep.
Centaur stop? Oh, they don't
Double
need them.
Centaur stop? Wait, where's the
Oh
stop?
man, they're just playing with the free right now. That's gonna be 1 kill.
Radiant's
I think they realized that they don't actually Centaur stop to get the kill. Yeah. He still had vacuum ready. Pretty certain that Isis Ice is the one who's might win this. There's a chance that they could get into one. Or a second hero.
Ninja Boogie coming in from the high ground. He sees nuts. Should be a very easy kill. Burrow Strike, the mech has already been used here, and Nuts losing a lot of HP very, very fast. Frostbite is used on Miracle. Miracle is stunned up. Nuts toss the magic wand, and it's like his ultimate loose. He's finally gonna go down, I think. Wait.
No.
Nuts survived.
Oh, Ninja Boogie
Perfect
gets stunned by
time.
the set mark.
He's dead. The rocket's gonna fly through on the back line. I think Crystal Maiden might. No, Crystal Maiden's still alive. She's earning himself back up. She's actually back to like 4 HP almost. Miracle now going on charge.
Oh, Jab's gonna be careful here.
Okay. I think he's fine here. His teammates backing him out. Magnetite's gonna come back in, and Jab still being focused. Miracle, no more timeless. The vacuum back in. Miracle still gunning for the skill. Jab dropping parallel. One more right click. He is gonna
Oh,
trade his
so
black for
close.
Jab. That is
So worth. Look at that gold.
Yeah, that was a big streak. But Black has joined the fight. Black is taking a rune while joining fights. Oh, he dominates the Centaur. Unfortunately, it wasn't like a troll net or something. That would have been sick.
And yeah, like you mentioned, that's just a 4v5. Black is still farming while all of this is going on.
And I think Tinker and Weaver both died in that fight.
Yep, they're both dead.
Oh boy.
One thing to note is surprised at how good this Weaver build is for dealing with Ember. You drain his mana at a surprisingly fast rate, and
Dire's middle tower.
you know, remove that guard.
Yeah. And even just getting the movement speed slow on him, and once he realized, oh, I need to run away, that remnant just travels so slowly.
Yeah.
So he can't even make as far of a escape, so. It seems like Miracle really favors this Diffusal Blade on the Weaver, and he gets it pretty much every time.
I think this is pretty much the new Weaver build, though. I'm pretty sure I see it on every Weaver build. It's not this early though.
You mean he eventually get it? Like,
Yeah,
you always go
eventually.
like Deso Dragonlance, you know? That seems to be the norm.
Sometimes I'll see Dragonlance, Deso, Lincolns, and then Diffusal.
Diffusal. Yeah.
Really don't like this.
Roll in. Silence. Kick. Okay. X1. Are you gonna call him for wasting a stone here?
Nah, it's fine. Oh, jabs. Solo pick off on Jewels.
You actually can't farm on the map anymore. I guess it's support.
And a rapid set. Oh, jabs. They super low. Oh, this is
Yo, it has no mana out. That's Diffusal Blade, man.
this is the build.
Okay. I'm learning.
Boogie getting chased down.
Oh, Tinker, Blink online. You think he's gonna be going Dagon here, or are we looking at Hexes?
He's got a Hex queued up. I'm pretty sure you don't go for Dagon, because Dagon is like really offensive build. They are not in any position team fights right now. They just have to go for whatever helps them farm faster or some of the easy pickoffs. And Sheepstick is definitely one of the better items for getting pickoffs.
Oh, Sheepstick's just good all around. Good for team fights as well. I was thinking that, you know, Mineski, if they just kind of keep on farming, going for,
Tower is under attack.
you know, avoiding the team fights and stuff, Dagon might help them pick up a couple extra kills here and there, but I guess Hex also serves a very similar purpose.
Hex is far more reliable. Dagon just gives you that burst damage, but if you're trying to pick off someone like Jabs, for example, having a Hex makes it that much easier.
Dire's top tower is under
Actually,
attack.
Hex makes it painfully easy.
Yeah. Black has finished his Manta and the Battle Fury. Faceless have no issues with, you know, with taking this as late as possible.
Yeah.
Maybe not minute late, but late to the point where Black has 6 items,
Dire's top
5
tower
items.
has been denied.
I mean, Black still has like 3 item slots left. Fine.
Don't worry, he's an anti-mage. He'll finish it in... Give him like 5 minutes. He'll show you... He'll come out with maybe like 2 more items.
He's queuing up the axe.
That's it.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna see this one fight. Rubik's gonna try to lift him, and he's gonna get wrecked. Oh, the stone, micro, the boulder paw, and of course there is a mud golem with iron shell, getting ice to kill.
Dire's bottom tower
Jules is getting caught out repeatedly. I think he's died to the Ember like 3 times and just died in the river. I know as the game gets really hard for support, they have to like make that risky movement outside to ward, but not only do you get caught like that, you also get your ward C-warded. Like what Nuts is doing, so it's rough.
Alright, Ninja Boogie is 400 gold away from Blink, but I think we were talking about the Blink Dagger 15 minutes ago, or something like that. I don't even know if this Blink Dagger is going to be able to help him accomplish it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm starting to think that if Sand King picks up the Blink Dagger, Tidehunter also needs to pick up the Blink Dagger, and they pretty much go all in on these team fights to maybe pick off 1 or 2 and go back into
Call it a day.
yeah, just go back into base defense mode.
Oh, those blink daggers are coming. Man, 25-minute blink is gonna be Ninja Boogie's timing. It's gonna be one of the slowest blink, even for a support.
It's a rough game for support here. Jab's Ember just does not make it easy for support to get arm on the map.
True.
And the worst part about it is that they can't even jungle because Ice continuously scouts the jungle with his Dominator creeps, and the Dominated creep with Iron Shell is more than enough to deter them from farming.
Radiant's bottom tower
I mean, if he
is
doesn't
under
do it,
attack.
Ice, or sorry, the anti-mage will run through and clean it up too, so. And Mski are just starved on the map.
Radiant's
Now
bottom
10,000
tower
gold lead
has
here
fallen.
favoring Faceless.
Slow, brutal game for Mineski. And oh, Tidehunter just goes to the Guardian Greaves, so not even a hope for Blink Dagger.
Interesting. Maybe he feels like the Ninja Boogie initiation will be enough.
I don't think it's enough. I think what's gonna happen right now is that if they don't have... Oh, Duel almost goes down. We're close. I think that what's gonna happen in these fights is that if Ty doesn't ravage everyone for his Mineski, and Ninja Boogie's the only one with the initiation, they're just gonna get vacuum comboed again. Alright, they smoke. They're gonna run into black, but...
I mean, they know exactly where black is, but can they do anything about it? On the back line here, Miracle, BKB has been popped here, goes for a Crystal Maiden kill, is gonna get it. Black comes in.
They need more. Really need more.
Well, black is really in here. 1v3 right now. Are they not ravaging him?
He has Aegis.
Radiant's middle tower.
He has Aegis, like there's no reason to ravage him. You're just gonna...
strike, here comes Jabs. Jabs does have a read on Miracle. Miracle trying to get some HP back, he's getting blown up. Like you said, the understanding of how much this combo does. And now the Iron Shell creep gets microed in, body blocking RR trying to run away, but there's so much down damage over time. Meanwhile, there's Jabs chasing on the other side for the Sankin. Sankin looks like he was able to complete support home. But RR will die as well. These are not even team fights, it's just like random pickoffs. Just back to back together.
I think Mineski made the right decision not going black, because if you waste everything just for an Aegis, I'm pretty certain that just means you're gonna lose your racks. But at the same time, like, look at what's happening. You're losing racks anyways.
Yeah. I mean, they were just so far behind even before that point, so I don't know. Ninja Boogie.
Alright, black's got that scepter now too.
Okay.
Wait, how come I didn't reflect the laser?
Because it bounced off, I believe.
It bounced off someone else? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you targeted black. Look how much damage that did though. Surprisingly strong.
I want to say that was not targeted on him, but...
That was like the worst team fight you could ask for though. They used the smoke for it. That was Miracle's first BKB as well, and all they got to show for it was 1 CM.
My thanks to thee.
Better than no CM.
I actually think that it's better that they didn't go for that at all.
It sounds like a BKB is worth more than CM, yeah.
I think the BKB is worth more than CM, yeah. Jabs coming close to that level 20 for this cooldown reduction, and fairly close to the Octarine core. Octarine core really kill him.
Mid lane that we're making a go here for Miracle, who does have a BKB as well now, so... Or, obviously, he already had it for the next fight, we were just talking about it. So I don't think these ganks on him are gonna work anymore. I think the time now you kill Miracle is like via a bash, and have anti-mage deal with him, or once anti-mage picks up basher, then also deal with him.
Or you can also vacuum combo everyone.
Sure. Vacuum into a Centaur Stomp from a neutral.
It's gonna happen, I'm telling you.
The rune of haste.
Faceless is pretty slowly. They don't have Aegis anymore.
Wait, we're up top here. Swarm's gonna come out. Oh,
look at that! Look at that!
Into another stun. Where's the silence? Where's the silence?
He's not silencing because he knows he has BKB.
Ah, that's right. The BKB will get forced out here, but he's being chased everywhere. Now Takuchi's over. He's still got dust on him. BKB will run out very, very soon. The kick! Oh my god!
Perfect.
Everything on point. Miracle gonna get chased down 1v5. But now, Ice pings a tier 2.
That's your second BKB, and don't even get a CM out of it.
Yeah. Like I said, worse than having no CM.
Oh, black is just going in.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Trending with that mono void. Wouldn't have done anything though.
Dire's bottom tower.
I actually think that Faceless is good.
Radiant's
Actually, I don't think they can.
Radiant's top
They're strong, but they're not strong enough to beat Tinker's spam.
Yeah, especially actually but black, okay, he's blocking themselves, man.
I think more importantly, having the scepter
Dire's bottom tower
makes it so that you're not
is
as
down.
threatened by a potential hex in later stages. It's gonna block it and reflect it.
Sure. Or Abyssal Blade from the... Well, actually, nobody's actually gonna make Abyssal Blade, but that
No
will
one's
also
gonna
get...
make Abyssal Blade.
Yeah.
Maybe a 6-slot
Although-
Weaver. Actually, even then, I don't think you could sit.
I mean, Weaver used to go Hexes as a late game disable, but I think Abyssal Blade's perhaps better now.
I'll take
They actually used to go Abyssal. The problem is that they nerfed Abyssal in terms of
Yeah.
damage output. Oh, look at that reflect. Jules actually
Yeah,
might have died. Black decided to go on. Black continues to farm away. I'm actually kind of impressed by Jay's farm though on this Tinker. He's actually ahead of Jabs, despite Jabs being on the.
I mean, the difference between the farm is that Jay's taking farm from his team. Whereas
for sure.
AM is essentially creating farm for his team, because right now the Nuts gets a farm here, because Black is like shoving in all the lanes on the other side.
Well, Roshan is back up now. I'm pretty sure Faceless just go for Roshan and probably go for
Let it
another
game.
smoke. They need to kill off this Tinker though. This Tinker is just too much to deal with ground pushes. Rotating to Roshan now. But Faceless definitely just need to find out how they can kill off this Tinker. That's like their biggest challenge right now.
Well, they technically have the tools. They have the Blink Sanctum, they have the... Oh, wait, sorry, wrong team.
Wrong team. There's no blink on darks there though. It pretty much
Holy
comes
shit,
down to
I'm so tired.
Anti-Mage and Ember Spirit.
Yeah. I guess just a random kick as well, right? From the darks, from the Earth Spirit.
It's possible. Very unlikely, but definitely.
Roshan has fallen to the top.
Black has another Aegis now.
Wait, can Black just get to a point where like it doesn't matter? He'll just siege your building.
I don't think so. I think Tinker is actually strong enough to fend off an anti-mage from high ground.
I mean, here it comes. He's got Manta to get rid of one blind. He got his axe to reflect another.
He's just forcing
Yeah.
everyone to come back here.
Oh, that gush! That axe gush!
Yeah, it's an
you
axe gush. I did
Yeah.
not know that's how it works. Okay, cool.
That's exactly how it works.
Well, he forces everyone back. How are Faceless going to take this? But I think apart from Black, there's really not too much in the way of wondering what the spell interaction was, or the interaction was between Lotus and Spellsteal. But Black's like the only one who can actually take buildings here. So even if they push in all the lanes, there's not going to be too much structural damage unless Black actually gets in there to building.
I think he's looking for like a blink basher hit for a kill.
Like, this is what I mean. I think they're doing a lot of damage to Black.
I wonder if art is the solution to all of this. Oh, you know what they should do? When you Helm of the Dominate and you put it in your backpack, the creep should just die. Like, I don't know.
Oh, it's still alive, right?
Yeah.
Alright, Black decides to change lanes.
Okay, but now the roll the silence goes on here on Jules. Jules gonna get caught out. He's dead immediately. Buyback comes out.
monster.
Black still getting on the tower. Now goes in. The Abyssal's gonna
Oh,
be the
this is
good.
gonna kill Jules again.
Yep, and that's
Jules
a
is dead
dieback.
forever. Oh, they found Jay!
They do, and now
They found
Jade's
Jay.
stuck in there for good as well.
And he has
the
no
Travis
buyback.
is gonna come out.
If they don't
Yep,
kill him
Jade
here,
is gonna
or
be
if he-
dead here. Black. Okay, epicenter. There was no epicenter. He gets back into a wall, and that's gonna be
Game. Jay dies. It's just,
All right, Miracle gonna go for the CM. Okay, he got the CM. Worth, I guess.
or
Radiant's
1 BKB, 1 CM.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. 2 out of 3. Well, I think that pretty much went how we expected it to go, right? The they, like I said, if they didn't put pressure on.
Reserve time.
Clinks.
Go back to the black Clinks. We've seen this time and time again. This Clinks is able to just put a lot of pressure on the enemy team and obtain like very, very good amount of farm while giving the supports lane to farm as well.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I honestly feel like we've seen this almost exact lineup from Faceless quickly.
Yeah.
Well, I accidentally canceled this TP.
Oh, that's
That sucks.
unfortunate. Yeah. I think it was this exact lineup, but instead of a Darkseer, they had Enigma as their offlane.
Ah, okay.
I don't think I've seen Ice actually play Darkseer all too often in this patch.
The last time they ran this, I remember them just pretty much like never getting caught out, and then everyone's just farming really heavily, and they would commit big cooldowns like the black hole just to pick off key heroes, and then top lane, Jewel is in a bit of trouble.
Iron Shot being
think it's
dropped
fine.
on here. Don't think they're gonna chase this, and now a bear coming in. Jay wants to right click a little bit. Jay.
Wait, he has a roll again though.
Yeah, he does. But oh, the block. Oh, the bear does not block it. Well, lots more damage being dealt this way around. Ice is gonna take a bit more on the way out. Great reaction here from Mineski to drive them away from the rune spot. And it's gonna be a Miracle mid LC. I think this is the first time I've seen him play this hero.
Play
5 seconds.
Not so easy to deal with.
remaining.
they point. I think another thing to note is that Faceless is actually one of the only teams so far that doesn't ban out Naga Siren against Mineski. mean, to be fair, they from most of the games that I've watched them play, they never actually get a chance to pick Naga because it's always banned. But also, to be fair, Faceless have a very good opener for potential Naga pick, I think. I just mean like in the overall sense of the hero's skill set or spirit, one of the very, very good heroes for shutting down a Naga or catching Naga to begin. I'd probably say Meepo. If you're talking about equal skill, I'd probably go with Meepo. Really taking their time. Oh, maybe this is why they don't ban out the Ice hero.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I don't think anyone on Mineski actually play Meepo.
Reserve time.
I mean, they probably do, but to be fair, maybe not at the same the other top Meepo players. I don't know why, but I feel like I've seen him play this before.
The battle
Do you remember
begins.
anything about his build or item choices?
Nothing really comes to mind. If I had to make a guess, though, I have to assume that it's somewhat standard. Going into phase boots and then being like armlet,
Okay.
and then you go into blink dagger, blade mail, build.
Now, the Mineski cores, when they're going mid, they've been skipping bottles, at least on Shadow Fiend. You think LC is a hero that could skip a bottle in the mid lane?
Oh, Jab's gonna go for that courier. I think LC actually could if she really wanted to, but I think this is the kind of lane where you want to kind of spam overwhelming odds.
Top lane, Ice walking in deep with the Iron Shell, but pretty much gets driven away here by the two supports.
Mineski are actually doing a pretty good job fending off this Darkseer dual lane. Normally,
Yeah.
whenever you see this dual lane, both of the supports have a lot of issue dealing with it.
Well, I think the dual lane is very good against weak support overall, which Silencer and Ogre definitely is not. And of course, Jay does have the bear to tank for him, although currently it's being micro behind the tower for now. So the Iron Shell harass is not going to be too much, at least not right now. Once Ice gets to level 3, it gets a little bit better. But man, that bear is about to go down. He needs to send it to base already.
Definitely do not want to give up 300 gold just like that. Oh, he's gonna resummon him. Yeah. Better not die though.
I mean, even if he dies here, he has 2 supports around him, so it isn't too bad. But these Iron Shells are just...
Iron Shell is going to kill you in lane if you don't.
I guess so.
Look at how much damage it's taking.
The bear's down to half HP already. Mid lane Miracle
Mid lane?
gets forced back a little bit. It's gonna have to salve up.
Are trying to steal bounty rune. Oh, is Nuts gonna stop him? No. So Ice is just gonna go into the jungle. Fly is gonna leech whatever he can up here. Are we gonna see another PA game? I'm starting to feel like this is gonna turn out to be another PA game. Seems like a lot of teams actually favor her right now.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Best time to do it. You know, only halfway through the draft.
Dire team ban. Radiant team pick.
It's interesting to see a more. It's something that Blacks had a lot of success with.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
For Mineski, or are you talking about for Faceless? I don't. Yeah, I actually think it definitely would work here.
10 seconds remaining.
But you know how Alchemist is.
5 seconds.
Sometimes
remaining.
it works, sometimes it zoned.
Reserve time.
And against an Ember Spirit, he
5
actually has
seconds remaining.
quite a lot of difficulties. Assuming Ember Spirit has a decent start.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
I don't think so. I think Lone Druid actually just farms average speed. I don't think it's as crazy as something like Alchemist or Naga or Anti-Mage kind of level of farming. I would say he's about one tier below that. So if he's your core carry hero, it kind of leaves a decent amount of space for another core to farm up.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Silencer.
remaining. Radiant team ban.
Yeah, I think actually, yeah, I think it actually might not be that bad if they really wanted it. Because I was thinking like maybe there's not the greatest setups used with the Chronosphere, but if you play it as a carry void, you can actually just people by yourself, and with an Ember Spirit and a Darkseer, you can easily just fight the rest of the team that isn't caught in the Chrono.
Dire team ban.
Interesting to see an OD ban. I would imagine that if I was Mineski, I would rather have another disable here, like a support, and maybe just run Silencer.
Dire team pick.
Legion Commander.
Radiant team pick.
So it's gonna be support, Silencer, and Ogre. Gonna do either mid or Legion Commander mid. Sorry, I think LC is actually.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.